ahead. Yes, sir. What's up with it? What's up? Hey, man. Y'all speak as you come in the front door, man. And if not, at least hit the like button. What's up with it, Moon Pie? What's up, Miss Sharon? It is. It definitely is going well. I had a numerology reading to do all morning this morning. It was quite enlightening. Vibe for just a couple more minutes till we get some people tuned in with us. And if y'all have any questions, get them lined up. Get them lined up. So, I don't know if y'all know this or not, but here on December 19th, Venus is going to move into Capricorn. And this is significant because I noticed that Venus is going to be in Capricorn for 4 months. We got Venus going retrograde. Matter of fact, I don't know what day Venus goes into Capricorn, but Venus goes retrograde in Capricorn on December 19th. And it's going to stay so until, I think, January 19th or so, maybe a little bit after that. But that means it's going to go right back over Capricorn for a whole nother 6 weeks after that. So we got 4 months of Venus in Capricorn coming up. Yeah. Y'all think all this retrograde is about to be over with? Venus is coming. Get ready for that. Get ready for that. But just yesterday, Jupiter went direct. Today, Mercury is now stationed in direct. So things are definitely moving forward. But you better get your relationships right because yeah. Venus is finna hit in retrograde real soon. Well, Moon Pie, I mean, you should be getting some money. You have Venus sitting in your second house at home for almost 4 whole months. Like, that's stack season. What's up, Mr. Nobody? Hey, I promise y'all this will be a question and answer session. So y'all feel free to ask me anything y'all got going on, man. Cause really, I'm just here being receptive of whatever's brought to me. We had the moon. Yeah. We had the moon transition into Aries at about 5 o'clock this morning. And that bitch is starting to get full. We got a full moon coming up at 27 degrees of Aries here on Wednesday morning. And it's going to be a doozy. It's going to be a doozy. Especially for me. Because my north node is at 27 degrees of Aries. So this full moon is occurring exactly conjunct my north node. So something is on the horizon. And it's happening in my 7th house, so I don't like that. But I don't know. Mr. Nobody, you said any advice on getting the story published? Somebody might have some advice for you. Unfortunately, I don't, because I don't know anything about that. I'm actually trying to figure out how to get my book published right now. Because I have these 2,000 some odd pages on astrology placements that I need to do something with. And if I can make $100,000, $1 million out of it, might as well. Sherry White, with Venus being in your 9th house, first of all, you're a spiritual person. I'm a sun in the 9th house person. I'm what I would consider a 9th house person. You're a person that is highly intelligent. You're a person that may have a love of foreign things, or you might have an interest in it, to say the least. Very expansive. You're not great with the details, but you see everything for how it is. Everything. Lilith in it. Zaynab said, could I tell him about, pardon me if I don't die first. Could I tell him about Lilith in Aries in the 8th house? Hold on the one that got away. Like, we're going to talk about that, but I was talking to somebody else first. With Lilith in the 8th house in Aries, like, you always start some shit. Like, and then, you know, in this case, like, you're a lot more comfortable with things that most people aren't comfortable with. And that makes you uncomfortable. That means that you're the problem. With it in Aries, it's not everybody else. It's you. You got a nasty attitude. Now, I'm the one that got away. Saturn never wants you to do anything to harm yourself. Saturn wants you to learn. Saturn wants you to get better. Saturn is about building structure. It's about fortifying you. So it doesn't want you to kill yourself ever. You can always do something about it. Why I get all them faces, they now. But I'm the one that got away. You ain't never lost all options. As long as you're still alive, you always have an immaculate, immense source of power to do anything to change the situation. When you stop wanting to be on the streets, you can start being on them streets. You can get up out them streets. You want me to tell you that it's gonna be okay and everything's just gonna, no, you gotta make it better. And that's what Saturn wants you to do. Make it better. Do something about it. Please don't speak on that here on my channel though. We're not speaking about the shot or none of that. You're trying to get me demonetized. Saturn don't want you out on the streets. I don't want you out on the streets. When you don't want you out on the streets, you can get about that shit. It's not about being silenced. Like, I'm not talking about that shot. I'm not talking about any of that vaccine bullshit, any of that other bullshit. I'm here about the spiritual. And that's obviously physical. Arrivederci. All right, Mr. Nobody. Saturn and Taurus in the 8th house. Like, man, like, you about some money. And like you have extreme self-control. You got a ton of self-control. Thank you, Andre. But you have to allow yourself to be vulnerable. You have to allow yourself to really have feelings if you really want to get to that Taurus energy, man. Zainab, it might be jarring, but the thing about Lilith is not going to be necessarily what you see within yourself readily. It's the part of yourself that you're not seeing. It's the part of yourself that's caused you some issues that you might necessarily be confused about. Lilith is not something that's just no. But I can always be wrong. I'm never above that. I bet you don't, Mr. Nobody. But Josh Borden said, I've been struggling with motivation a lot lately. I got Mars in the 7th house, opposing Saturn in the 1st. What signs, Josh? Zainab, it's about being comfortable with the aggressive part of yourself without running people over. I mean, with Lilith, it's about exploring, especially with the 8th house. It's about going down deep and maybe even going through some dark things in life that are going to make you be aggressive, that are going to make you uncomfortable where you're in a corner. and you gotta push yourself up out of there. But you can't become enamored with that aggressive part of yourself, because that part of yourself could also cause you a lot of trouble. It's all about that delicate balance in between. Being assertive without being assaultive. And then Mars in Leo in the 7th house. Saturn in Pisces in the 1st house, you said? Man, to me, like Mars in Leo in the 7th and Saturn in Pisces, like sometimes that speaks of wallowing, maybe even laziness sometimes, bro. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you're lazy, but you're selling yourself short. You feel me? With that Mars and Leo in the 7th, you always waiting for somebody else to take charge. You always waiting for somebody else to take charge. As soon as you see that Leo part of yourself and you take charge, you'll be all right. That Neptune midheaven. That Neptune midheaven with your part of fortune in the 9th house in Capricorn, man. The thing about that Neptune midheaven is whatever you have going on, you make people seem like you're not as capable as you are. You're a very spiritual person. You're in tune with the culture, and you are extremely capable. But the thing is, like, you convey an image to people like you're a little weaker than what you are. And maybe that's by choice, or maybe it's something that's not natural. But the thing is, like, until you come into your own power and stop being disillusioned about who you are, they ain't gonna be able to see it either. That Neptune midheaven says that people are confused about who you are. But until you be assertive enough to show them, they can assume what they want. Hey man, if y'all here and y'all mess with me on any level, hit that like button for me, please. I need it for this algorithm. Pluto square moon. That tells me that your relationship to your mom had a lot more of an effect on you than you know it did. And whatever happened with that relationship or lack of a relationship, that's telling me that you struggle with your emotions right now. You have a hard time being comfortable sharing who you really are and letting people in. And so, and then you also have times controlling yourself at other times. So until you sort out the things that you have going deep inside yourself, you're gonna be holding yourself back, man. You need to sort out that shit inside of you emotionally so you can come into your Pluto power. Yeah, it is, man. I got Pluto trine moon though. So I mean, I don't know about the square. I have Saturn square moon, and I lost my mama when I was young. And when you have Saturn square moon, I'll tell you this. Saturn square moon, it speaks of maybe an intense fixation on your mom a little bit. Maybe you too fixated on your mom. It also has problems with you having problems with the feminine energy inside of yourself because of that. And I can definitely see that. It's taken me a lot of learning and going through my Saturn return to realize how much feminine energy I have in my chart, and realize that that doesn't mean female or have anything to do with sexual orientation or anything else. It just means that I'm receptive and I have a lot of intuition and empathy. And when I become comfortable with that part of myself, I'll actually become a lot more powerful. Neptune in the 6th. My bad astrology for you. With Neptune in the 6th, you need to be careful about your health, man. You need to be careful about your health. You make sure that you're taking care of yourself, because it's not hard for you to be healthy. But the minute you do too much, and if you fuck with drugs, you do anything that's gonna fuck with your vitality, it could really cause some chronic issues with your health. Moon square Chiron. Like if you could just deal with your emotions and whatever went on with your family or your mom with Moon square Chiron, like you could really be able to bring healing to yourself and then healing to a lot of people, because you could teach a lot of people how to deal with their shit by the way that you dealt with your shit. Moon in the 6th house. I mean, you're a hard worker, man. With Moon in the 6th house, like, feeling useful is everything to you. That makes you feel good about yourself. What's up with it, Reflection? What's up, Cecine? Pluto conjunct Mars in Scorpio in the 5th house. You nasty. No, I'm just playing, but like, you're a very creative person, man. But you, with Pluto there, like, you're so. With Pluto there, like, you're so powerful and like you're about that life, whatever it is. But sometimes you hold yourself back sometimes. Damn, they just decided to mow, y'all, so it's gonna be loud for about 2 minutes. You didn't miss nothing, Moon Blue. What about Chiron? LaRon, what's up? LaRon Walker said, what about Chiron in the 12th house in Capricorn? With a Capricorn rising. That need to be by yourself is not so healthy for you with Chiron in the 12th house. Some people like myself, we heal when we're alone. We get all of that energy and we do so much from being by ourselves. But with Chiron there, like, you just got to be careful. You got to be careful, because you can lose yourself doing that and not want to come back. You could get lost in the darkness. Do you hear the song? Don't let that pain be your undoing with Chiron in the 12th house. Pluto in the 5th house. Astrology for you said Pluto in the 5th. Yeah, with Pluto in the 5th, like your creativity is your transformation. And plus, like with Pluto in the 5th, like you have sexual healing for real. Like your passion is something else. When you put that thing on somebody, it changes their life. Hit the like button if you ain't did that thing yet from me out. The game is to be sold and not told. It's the least you can do. What's up, Sam Cloud? Mars retrograde in the 8th, square Neptune and Capricorn in the 5th. Your own intuition, it confuses you sometimes. Because it's like following your intuition can take you farther than you ever thought it would take you away. And then with Neptune in the 5th right there, you know, going along with that, like, Earth. That's interesting. That's like your creativity. What's up, Tommy? Your creativity. Your kids. That's like the key to your spirituality. With Mars retrograding in Aries in the 8th, like you're so aggressive. You're so aggressive that it's causing continuous conflict. Okay? So channel that into passion and you'll do better. Venus in the 4th house, like what's up, Yoshi? With Venus in the 4th house, like your family is everything. That speaks for itself. That also tells me that when you can move past, you know, just thinking about the family and incorporate it into something that's beautifully designed and use that as a foundation to build something bigger, it could be really fruitful for you. And it's like with Venus in the 4th house, like when you meet somebody, when you get in a relationship with them, you want them to be a part of your family. Like there's somebody you want to meet, you want to introduce them to your family. You want to be a part of their family. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to build a family. And that's what it is. What's up, Anna? I got Pluto in my 4th house right now. Venus in the 8th, sextile to Mars in the 10th. Like, you turned on by power. You ain't for the weak. And like, you got a lot of drive. You got a lot of passion with Venus in the 8th, sextile Mars in the 10th. Like, and you don't like to do nothing. And what I mean is you don't like to do anything for nothing. Like, you're not just gonna do something just to do it. It's gotta be about something. You about something. Pluto is in my first house in my natal chart. Lola. Appreciate that, Mr. Nobody. Pluto's in my first house, Vedic and Western. It's in my first house, progressed. Pluto is my first house. I am Pluto. And I'm built like it too. Better stop playing. Hit that like button if y'all ain't hit that like button yet. It's the least you can do. Hold up. Star C said Chiron in Cancer. Chiron in Cancer and Moon both in the 12th house in Cancer. I just kind of addressed that earlier. Like, you need so much time by yourself with that, and you spend so much time in your feelings that it's not necessary. With Chiron there, it's not necessarily healthy for you. You can take it a little too far. You know what I'm saying? You need to go in there and find healing and then come up out of there. Okay? Because somewhere in there, you know, there's some pain that you need to shake off. Thank you so much, Astrology for You. That's love. Mr. Nobody, with Pluto in the 3rd house, like, I was telling people this earlier, like, with Pluto in the 3rd house, like, when you were a little kid, like, you developed way faster intellectually than you did emotionally. And you were also the type of kid that could see people's motives before you even knew what motives were. You get what I'm saying? And because of that, it either made you extremely sharp and on point as a little kid, or it made you paranoid, and sometimes both. Okay, and because of that, like, the doorway, you keep the doorway to your senses guarded at all costs with Pluto in the 3rd. And it's like the thing about you is you guard your senses like that because you observe and you judge at the same time. And you think everybody else does that. So you keep everybody out at the same time. But everybody don't do that, man. And you're painfully self-aware with Pluto in the 3rd house. So just be careful. And then with Pluto in the 7th house. With Pluto in the 7th house, man. Like, your relationships. You keep jumping into relationships with people that are, you know, aren't necessarily healthy for you. But the thing is, it's not them, it's you. Until you work on yourself inside, you're gonna keep jumping in those relationships because you're fucked up. And until you work out the shit inside of you with Pluto and make that transformation and change within yourself, you're still gonna be looking for that bullshit in other people. Stop projecting Pluto onto other folks and deal with your own Plutonian nonsense, and then life will change for you. And then, what's up, Dejanay? And you said North Node in Leo in the 12th house. Like, oof. With your North Node in the 12th house, like, you need to learn how to have faith. With it being in Leo, you need to have faith in yourself. Like, once you learn how to have faith in yourself, your life will be a lot more healthy because you're trying to get away from that South Node in the 6th. Hold on, I'm trying to catch up, y'all. Naturalistic, Jupiter and Saturn in the 6th house. Like, your luck comes from your optimism. And you probably never get sick. You can work harder than anybody you know. And as long as you don't do too much, you'll always be healthy. But for you to not do too much is hard as hell, because your natural tendency is to do too much. And then with Pluto trine Chiron, Pluto trine Chiron means working on yourself will help bring healing to other people. All right, but you got to work on you. And once you find that healing within yourself, you then have the positivity with that trine to be able to bring healing to others. Chiron in the 5th house. Like, first of all, like, you're holding yourself back from your creativity in all aspects. You know, somebody told you that something that you did wasn't good enough when you were younger or before, or something you felt like they took the fun out of it for you. So now, like, this is all about finding the fun and expressing yourself. Because once you can do that, like, man, everything falls into place in every other avenue. When you talk about retrograde planets, man, that means that people are going to tell you all kinds of stuff, but really, like, it depends on the planet. But say with Venus, you sell yourself short in love. With Mercury, everything's all great up here, but getting it to come out here the right way is very difficult. With Mars, you have all the drive, but you doubt yourself. With Jupiter, you do too much. Like, you keep overplaying your hand, like, until the luck, I'm telling you, the dice, if you keep playing dice, if you keep rolling the dice, eventually the dice are going to turn. Okay? But it also adds doubt into the mix also. Jupiter is all about positivity, believing, faith. Saturn, it just adds that much more doubt into the mix. Okay? It adds that much doubt into the mix. With Uranus, it takes that energy, turns it inward. Now it's not about external, you're unpredictable. You don't know how you're going to react to the situation. With Neptune, stop furthering yourself. You don't know who the fuck you really are. You don't know who you really are. But in a general sense, it just takes all that energy with retrograde and turns it inward. And Mercury retrograde is done, y'all. So you can smile. Block whoever you didn't have going, whatever you didn't have going on, block the motherfuckers and move forward with your life. Moon trine Saturn. You have excellent self-control, Drewy Jeans. You have excellent self-control. And I think I told you the other day, like, you just like to go it alone, man, because you know how responsible you are. You know how responsible you are. But other people see how responsible you are. So with Moon trine to Saturn, you probably end up in a position of authority or in charge of something because other people see it. But still, you're a serious person now. Really, you prefer to do it your own way. Mars in Scorpio retrograde. You're a very passionate person who represses your sexuality a little bit. North Node in the 7th house for your mama. Your mama needs, your mama needs to be a little bit better in her relationships. My North Node is in the 7th house in Aries. Matter of fact, I was just telling everybody, this full moon that we got coming up is at 27 degrees of Aries. My North Node is at 27 degrees of Aries. So y'all holler at me Thursday and see how I'm doing. Venus trine Neptune. Like, you're a true romantic. I seen you, Yoshi. I'm gonna get you in just a second. Venus trine Neptune. Like, you're a true romantic, man. For real. And, like, you really want that fairy tale shit. And you're about giving it, man. You're about giving it. The only thing you gotta remember with that is, you need to really make sure you're seeing everybody as who they really are and not how they could be, because you see the best in everybody. But everybody can't live up to those higher ideals that you see in them. Just remember that. Just remember that. They don't, some people don't want to. Some people like living fucked up. Now, Yoshi, I seen you say Jupiter and Chiron in the 6th house in Cancer. Like, you becoming comfortable with your emotions. You allowing yourself to nurture people. You treating people like family and taking them under your wing. That's everything for you, and bringing healing and bringing abundance and bringing luck, especially when you're doing it at a job or with the 6th house, or everything you need right there. Just making sure that you're doing that shit every day consistently. You're showing love, that you're showing compassion, that you're showing up and you being the person that you are. Because as long as you're doing that, you're bringing healing to people. And in doing so, you're having access to luck and abundance with Jupiter. But just don't make sure you give. Jupiter doesn't do well in the 6th house because you give so much, you give so much, you give so much, you give so much. Don't give too much. I have Jupiter in the 6th house in Pisces. Don't give too much. Drawn to who, Starseed? Chiron and Taurus. You love money. You absolutely love money. But you also hate it. Something about it. Like, sometimes you wish you could just give up your money and just run to the country. And just live without that shit. Moon in the 9th house in Libra. Like, you're a very spiritual person. Like, and your relationships are everything, but like, for you, it's all about, you're really more loyal to an ideal than you are to an individual. Hold up, LaRon. Mars, Lilith, and Chiron in Scorpio here. I don't know how to pronounce your names, y'all here. But that said, you need to sit your nasty ass down somewhere. Sit your little freaky ass down somewhere. Slow down. Slow down. Bring you some healing, man. Because You do a little too much right there. Hey, man. And when y'all coming in my front door, man, hit the like button, man. That's what you can do. See? I'm a beast at pronunciation. My son is in the 9th house, though. I've never pronounced anybody's name wrong. Woo, let me toot my own horn. Anyway. Venus conjunct Jupiter in the 9th house in Aquarius. Well, first of all, you should be doing something with your network, whether it be social media or something. And I see your name is astrology for you. Maybe astrology, maybe something astrological. You should be doing something that you can touch foreign people, bring them knowledge and understanding, and then you'll receive all kinds of blessings and abundance. Maybe guap. Josh Gordon, you said your boy has a Scorpio moon in the 8th house conjunct Pluto. Thoughts? He's in for a rough life. I don't know how old he is, but he's gonna go through some shit that's gonna make him extremely powerful. Venus and Leo in the 1st house. You're a lot like me. I got Venus and Leo in the 10th house. You're a show-off, Dejanay. You're a show-off. Chewy Jeans, Uranus retrograde, square the north and the south node. Who knows what'll happen with that? That's Uranus. You wanted some answers? I don't know. Can't get me to say nothing wrong to you fucking with Uranus, player. Now, Jupiter in Leo in the 11th house. Like, as long as you're confident in yourself, that's everything. You instill confidence in everybody else by showing them how confident you are. But in doing so, don't forget to be a team player. Because as long as you're staying confident in yourself and being a team player with that in the 11th house, you can see some big gains. You'll see blessings. Astrology for you. Yes, Jupiter conjunct Venus people could be interested in relationships, possibly, but for me, that's knowledge. That's an interest in knowledge. And maybe the knowledge that could be gained from relationship experiences, maybe. Yeah, man. I'm on point like your index finger. Mars, Saturn, and Scorpio in the 1st house. Well, you got that Mars in Scorpio in the 1st house, so you're extremely passionate and impulsive. But Saturn is there to temper that a little bit. So in that case, like, it's going to take a little bit of time for you to come into that laser focus that you have. But once you get that laser focus with that being 1st house right there, there's no other force to be reckoned with. You're like a Aries, Capricorn, you know what I mean, mixed right there, ready to run over everything that's in your way. Everything that's in your way. As long as you don't let that passion run away with your whole being. Because Mars and Scorpio will let that passion run away with your whole being. Saturn in Pisces. As soon as you stop, letting the shit that went on before affect you so much. Like you could be an awesome teacher. And with Saturn in the 9th house, like you have a hard time with beliefs. Like you don't have faith in nothing. So you're gonna go through some experiences that are gonna teach you faith in this life. It's just a little bit harder for you, but once you get it, you got it. What's up, Venus love? Venus, Jupiter, and Saturn in Libra. The relationships are yours. You got staying power. You got staying power. But you just do everything better with somebody to work with you with. That don't mean you're not strong by yourself. And as long as you remember that yourself, nothing could stop you. But when you got somebody to work with together with all that Libra energy, with all that planetary power, like you are the ultimate team player. And there's blessings to be had in that. Big blessings. My rising is the only planet I have in Libra. Appreciate you, Yoshi. We're looking now, family. Venus, Neptune, Mars, Uranus, Mercury in Capricorn. Woo. Just remember, with all that right there, that's beautiful. No problem, LaRon, but that's beautiful. Just remember, everything and everybody ain't a stepping stone. Just remember that. Like, you a boss. That's undeniable. That's undeniable. Just don't forget the human part of yourself. Don't forget the human part of yourself.
You just made this beat.
It ain't that hard. You cold-blooded though. I know that. Let me put my guitar on for a minute so I can see better, y'all. I made all this shit today. Zahir. Appreciate it, Josh. You forgot, Zahir, I'm a Pisces moon, man. People that have been following my channel for a while, they know that. Not all of these, but most of these, I make these. Yeah. I didn't make this one. My man Ink made this one, actually. He was sending me something that I was going to write to that's on some New Orleans type flavor. That's like some Soldier Slim type vibe right there. And I was on some gangster shit and I was going to murk it. But then I remembered I'm no longer a rapper. Nah, Capricorn. I'm gonna be on here for a whole nother hour, y'all. I'm going till 3 o'clock. That's right. That New Orleans flavor. That give me that Webby. You can hear that sample in there. That's an excellent ear, by the way. I'm quite impressed. What you mean, Star Seed? What energy am I putting out? With my Pisces moon, I just know like music helps me stay on task. Like that helps me do everything. Right. And I got Neptune in the 3rd house, so my thought process, my communication has a rhythm of its own. So everything I do that has rhythm involved helps me stay on the right vibration to connect with my people. Taurus in the 1st house with Virgo ascendant. I bet you're absolutely beautiful, first of all. And the thing is with that, I'm gonna tell you something that a lot of people don't tell you. With Virgo rising, like you have a tendency to idealize the people that you're in relationships with. And you hold everybody, including yourself, to some unspecified standard. And when you can realize that, you know, nobody's ever going to be able to live up to that standard. Not even you, because you are a perfectionist by nature. You'll go a long way. You have a scientific mind. Capricorn moon in the 12th house, conjunct Uranus and Neptune. Man, like, you're too serious, first of all. And you have feelings. With your moon being in the 12th house, you're very sensitive, but you're also underhandedly competitive with everybody. And you don't see it as a bad thing. Like, you might feel like you're just pushing people, or it's just cool. But because of that, other people see you as fish and cold and all about you. And so you gotta, this right here is about doing something definitely different with that, man. It's about doing something different with that. That's the 12th house. That's your undoing. That need to want to be by yourself and all that shit it's your undoing. Stop competing with everybody for no fucking reason. Nobody said jumping into, hey, Aries rising. Nobody said jumping into relationships like multiple relationships. It means you're jumping into Pluto with Pluto in the 7th, you keep getting into Pluto-themed relationships that are either going to be transformative or abusive until you work on you. And there's definitely control issues going on in there. Miss born on the full moon. OG Stepper. Pluto is the co-ruler of Scorpio, Jahir. Pluto is the co-ruler of Scorpio, Jahir. But Mars is also the ruler of Scorpio also. And let me tell y'all something. As a traditionalist in astrology, you can never forget that Uranus doesn't rule Aquarius by itself. Saturn is the main ruler. What's up, Moonchild? Saturn is the main ruler of Aquarius. With Pluto, with Scorpio, Mars is the main ruler. Pluto can't be a chart ruler. Uranus can't be a chart ruler. Neptune can't be a chart ruler. That means that 50 years ago, these people would never say that those planets were their chart ruler, because some of those planets weren't even discovered at that point in time. You feel me? With Aquarius, never forget that Saturn is there. With Scorpio, never forget that Mars is the ruler of Scorpio also. Half or even more than Pluto. With Pisces, never forget that Jupiter is the traditional ruler of Pisces. Never forget that. Pluto in the 5th house, trine Venus. Your creativity is everything. And if you could just stop holding yourself back from your passion, like, man, it could also be powerful. What's interesting, Jahir? I'm telling you. In Vedic astrology, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto are barely even considered footnotes. You have to understand this. Aries and Scorpio are very similar, but Aries is checkers and Scorpio is chess. Scorpio is playing the long game. Scorpio is playing the long game. Aries is trying to knock you out in the first 2 or 3 rounds. Scorpio, it might wait for you to get winded. They might do whatever it takes to beat you. There's a whole bunch of different avenues. Jahir, traditionally, Mars is the traditional ruler of Scorpio. You have to understand that Pluto's not always considered a planet. I have Pluto in my 1st house. I love Pluto, by the way. I do use Pluto, and I think it's one of the most important planets. But traditionally, Scorpio is ruled by Mars. Okay? Pluto hasn't been around for that long, bro. Yes, Pluto co-rules Scorpio. Just like Uranus co-rules Aquarius along with Saturn. Neptune co-rules Pisces along with Jupiter. Mars in the 2nd, Mars and Scorpio in the 2nd, and Saturn and Taurus in the 8th. Like, you should be getting money from somebody, man. Like, sexy money. Sexy money. For real. That just tells me money. As long as you're controlling yourself, there's money. Mr. Nobody. Uranus and Neptune in the 10th house. Like, once you figure out what you want to do, that's awesome. And I was kind of telling somebody earlier, you missed it earlier when I said about Neptune in the 10th house, like something that you're doing. Maybe with Uranus, maybe it's the way that you're conducting yourself, something that you're doing. Appreciated astrology for you. Something that you're doing is making people think that you're not as capable as you really are. You know, you might appear weaker than you really are to people. They're underestimating you for whatever reason. And with Uranus being there also, they also don't know how fucking brilliant you are. And they're gonna be able to assume whatever they want about you until you show them something different. And with Saturn in the 10th house, Arlo Gucci, like, you're an amazing, you have an ambition that's out of this world. And like earlier when I was saying, you are the master at playing chess with Saturn in the 10th house. Like, your patience is out of this world. And you're meant to be a boss, and you know that. And you're willing to take the necessary steps and put the work in to get wherever the fuck you're trying to go. And you ain't got no time for nobody's feelings in that shit. Appreciate you, astrology, for you. I'll be back live tomorrow, but I ain't gonna be taking questions tomorrow. Tomorrow I might tell a story. We're just gonna chill tomorrow. Blessed one, you said, what's it like having Pluto in my first house? I have Pluto in the first house, and it's powerful. It's you always changing. It's you being painfully self-aware. It's you going through some fucked up shit in your life. I got Pluto in the first house. I found my mama dead when I was 13. I lived with a daddy that would just whip his dick out on me at all times. That doesn't mean he touched me with it or did anything nasty with it. He just whip it out, high on crack. You feel me? That's Pluto in the first house. Pluto in the first house is when I walk into a room, I don't go unnoticed. You gonna feel me. You gonna feel me. With Pluto in my first house. With Pluto in my first house. Like, I'm stronger than anybody you'll ever know. But it's because I've had to be. It's because I've had to be. Saturn in the 12th house. You're just a loner, man, and you need time by yourself, but you don't like being by yourself. And you don't have any faith. With Saturn in the 12th house, like, you don't have any faith. You're scared of your own intuition. You're an empath. And you don't like it. So you isolate yourself. But you need people. Pluto in the 11th house. What about your friends? What about your friends? That tells me that you be getting involved with the wrong crowds. You get involved with the wrong crowds. You get involved with the wrong crowds. Let me turn that back up. Pluto in the 12th. You're moon child. You're extremely powerful. but you don't know it. Maybe you do know it, but you avoid it. Like you need so much time by yourself. You isolate yourself so much with that Pluto in the 12th house. But the whole time you there, you just download. You just get more and more and more and more and more and more and more powerful and more magnetic. What you gonna do with it? All right, Star C. See, the only difference with my Pluto in the 1st and your Pluto in the 12th is I'm aware of everything. You trying to run from it. Everybody logging out? Ooh, Elizabeth, you said you have Jupiter, Saturn, Venus, Lilith, Pluto, and all in 1st house in Libra. My pleasure. Moon in Leo, Metaphysics King. My mama had Moon in Leo. My grandmother has Moon in Leo. My moon is in the 5th house, but in Pisces. Like, man, you're full of love, man. And you're a leader. And you're everything that people would love to be. But the thing is it all for the show? With Moon and Leo, make sure it's not all for the show. Make sure that you're being sincere with people. Make sure you're not being nice just because you're supposed to be nice. Make sure you're not, you're doing things from a genuine heart place. Because as long as you do that, you'll always be good with that Moon in Leo. Chiron is conjunct the ascendant. What's that question for, Reflection? What's the face for? Mr. Nobody, North Node in Leo in the 11th. I think didn't we say that? Didn't I already tell you that? Or did I say that to somebody else already that had this exact same placement? What about what I said did you not agree with, Reflection? But metaphysics, I do feel like teens should do their birth chart. Absolutely. Yes, teens should do their birth chart. I do birth charts for a lot of teenagers. I do birth charts for young kids, for parents. Yeah, my mama's North Node was in Leo too, conjunct her moon. What does Aquarius, Neptune, Capricorn moon in the 1st mean? Sagittarius rising. It means you got a lot going on in that 1st house. It means you're multi-diversional. It means that, you are not a very emotional person at all. You're extremely principled. And you're also not necessarily you're also able to stay positive despite having Saturn. I mean, besides that being Capricorn energy being there also. There's a lot going on with that. I'd have to look at the chart really with all that right there, because that's a lot in the 1st house reflection, and you're gonna get me to talking out the side of my neck. North Node in Leo in the 5th house. North Node in Leo in the 5th house. That's, like I said, that's my mama, Ember. Like, you need to... You need to realize that you're everything. You don't need nobody. And, like, be comfortable with your talents and your skills. Like, with your North Node in Leo in the 5th house, you're not made to just work a job. Okay? You're made to be somewhere making people laugh. You're made to be somewhere having fun. Like, you need to stop whoever, if that's not you or whoever has that placement, like, they got to stop taking themselves so seriously. Because once you stop taking yourself so seriously, then your creativity will be able to just start flowing naturally. And then with Mercury opposite to Saturn, with Mercury opposite to Saturn, somebody would always tell you something negative. But I'm going to tell you something positive. I'm going to tell you that you know the power of silence. You know the power of silence with Mercury opposite to Saturn. North Node in Leo and in the 8th house. Like, you're going to go through some dark experiences in this life that are gonna make you be able to find your own power with that Leo. It's gonna make you come into your own and be able to be like, man, I'm okay being in the spotlight. This is for me. I went through that darkness so I can shine right now. I'm the beacon. North Node in Leo in the 8th house says, be the beacon. Mars, Mercury, North Node in Libra in the 4th house. Oh, man. That says being fair, being balanced, staying, looking at things objectively is everything for you. And it also says that, like, never ever get far away from your family, because everything in your life needs to be centered around your family. But you need to make sure you're treating everybody the same in your family too. Everybody gets the same love. You have to be the level head in your family with that placement. That's what your destiny is to be the level-headed person in your family. Sun conjunct North Node in Libra in the 10th house. I mean, that's about being self-sufficient right there. I mean, in Libra, that can mean all kinds of different careers. Because that's definitely telling you that you need to be focused on a career. That doesn't mean abandon your family. It just means that, hey, with your North Node being in the 10th house, it's time for you to take things seriously. And then do something in building some structure in your life. Metaphysics King, Sun in the 5th house, conjunct Pluto. That says that you're a hoe. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Nah, but it does say that though. Nah, it just says that, man. Once again, your creativity is everything, man. Is everything, bruh. Like, you are the epitome of creative. For real, man. And you're probably really fertile. So, in doing all that creating, let's make sure we're taking care of the stage. What's up, N005? Okay, my bad, our little Gucci. You said Taurus moon in the 8th house. First of all, you know, you obviously with that being in the 8th house, you have very deep feelings, but you're also a very calm person. The moon is exalted in Taurus. You're a very calm person that has some hidden passions deep down in there. And you about some money, one. And two, like, you really enjoy, like, you enjoy indulging yourself right there. Like, you are, that right there tells me that you are a very sexual person with it being a Taurus moon. And I'm talking about the physical sensuality is, it really flights your fancy. And, yeah. Yes, N05. I'm going to do synastry videos here probably in a couple months. I'm going to do aspects starting in a week or two. Moon in Gemini in the 6th house. Aries, Mercury in the 3rd house. Like, you're very direct. You're a communicative person. I mean, you love to talk, and you're a very direct communicator. Like, for you, conversation rules the nation for real. And like, there's not many more people that are more intelligent than you. And you could get yourself, you know how to talk your way out of any situation. And you can make anything sound like facts with that placement. Moonchild, if you look, I don't know if I put a description, man. My Cash App is in the description on my channel or on any of my videos. If you go look on any of my videos in my channel, you can go look. You can see my Cash App. Or if you go look at the description on my channel right here, just click on the channel and you can see my Cash App. Because I love that Cash App, because these super chats are good. These super chats are good. But YouTube's gonna take their cut to these super chats. Best believe. Best believe. N005, some of the music is some stuff I produce. Other music is beats that I bought or traded or sampled with other producers. But 80% of them are mine. Like this. That's because I'm hella nice and smooth and chill. That Venus in the 10th house. Because everything is vibration. Everything that you're seeing in front of your face right now, everything, it's just particles vibrating at different speeds. Say, man, if you hear that when you ain't hit that like button, hit that like button for me though. I need that for this algorithm. No, I'm not. Enlighten me, reflection on Kamizi. You talking about a fixed star? Mercury retrograde combust with the sun and Scorpio in the second house. That just says that you're an extremely emotional and passionate person, and you know, at the same time, like you don't communicate your feelings so well. And you know, with your sun being in the second house, like I wouldn't say you're materialistic, but that's the sun. That shows look like you probably got some money coming to you. For real. Gemini moon in the 8th opposite to Pluto. My black moon Lilith is in the 8th in Gemini. Hey. You need to make sure you're being honest. And that's everything. That's me right there. I call this help to bear. My bad. But yeah, with Gemini moon in the 8th opposite to Pluto, like, first of all, with moon opposite to Pluto, like, you want to be known by people, but you're shy. And you have a hard time, you know what I'm saying? You have a hard time putting your best foot forward. Matter of fact, sometimes you put your worst foot forward because you want people to really take you in for who you really are, not with some surface charm. You don't want people to attribute motives and feelings and shit to you that isn't really yours. So that's the thing with moon opposite to Pluto. But I'm gonna tell you honestly, with my black moon Lilith being in Gemini in the 8th house myself, that's some energy that's very tricky for me to understand or deal with. That's the shadow part of myself. So that's one of the very few things that you can ask me about that I don't know, because I fight with that energy. That's the part of myself that I'm trying to get away from. I'm trying to get the fuck away from 8th house Gemini energy. That's my daddy. For real. My bad's out here. Gemini Venus in the 5th house. Once again, you a hoe. I'm sorry, I'm just playing. I'm gonna start calling y'all hoes for y'all log off on me, but for real though, that says that you like variety. You like variety, and you have fun. Like, you enjoy yourself to the fullest, and if it ain't fun, you ain't there. And you're the proverbial social butterfly. With Venus in Gemini in the 5th. I crack me up. That's probably because I be higher than Cooter Brown, though. Mercury in 11th in Capricorn, and the Sun in the 10th, and Venus in Capricorn in the 12th. I'm scared to say anything wrong because you, in 005, because you probably mean as hell with all that Capricorn. But that tells me that you take your love very seriously. That tells me that you take your thoughts very seriously. That tells me that you are about something and you ain't got no time for foolishness. If a motherfucker coming at you on some bullshit, you ain't got no time for it. You have no taste casual. You have no taste for doing shit just to do it. Hell, you even take having fun seriously. Like, if we gonna do it, we finna have some fun for real, bitch. I'm not even going out. And that's just kind of how you know what I mean? That's just how it goes with that Capricorn energy like that, man. Like, you take everything seriously. In the 11th house, you take your friendship seriously. You know, everything it has to mean something. You don't do nothing for nothing. Venus and Aquarius in the 5th. You be meeting people on social media a lot, SoundCloud. And you be thought out on social media with Venus and Aquarius in the 5th. You be thought out on social media. Sit your social media thought ass down, SoundCloud. Capricorn in the 5th house. You be trying to look like you all a business, but you really a hoe in the background. And it got Capricorn in the 5th house. Like, you want to fuck with your work boots on. You swear to God that you ain't with that Capricorn, with that Capricorn in the 5th house. With that Capricorn in the 5th house. You don't want nobody to know it. But you'll fuck the boss. And have fun. With Uranus in the 5th house, you the hoe that nobody seen coming. Nobody seen you coming. But here you is. Done fuck the next door neighbor. And now you avoiding them. Now you avoiding them. That's Uranus in the 5th house. Because there's no feelings. It's all for the moment. With Uranus, it's all for the moment. So you have a whole bunch of things. With Uranus in the 5th house, you have a whole bunch of unexpected experiences pop up. For real. Yeah, I was almost dying. This weed almost killed me just now, man. But we still good, though. The kid, my kid's finna come home soon. I'm trying to get high as possible before these little fucking heathens get here. Uranus in the 2nd house. You get money from anywhere. Like, you're gonna see gains from all type of ways because you're open to it with Uranus in the 2nd house. Like, you're open to it. And like, with Uranus in the 2nd, you can go from nothing to something to something to something. Capricorn in the 4th house. I have Capricorn in the 4th house. If you're a female or a male, if you got Capricorn in the 4th house, you daddy. Inside of you, you daddy. At the house, you daddy. Can't nobody tell you what to do. And you're going to live a long time. With Capricorn in the 4th house, the older you get, the younger you get. With Capricorn in the 4th house, the older you get, the more you're able to chill out a little bit. With Capricorn in the 4th house, like, you'll be able to have a better life with the older that you get later on. But when you were younger, especially, like, you was probably a bully. With Capricorn in the 4th house, like, you was mean when you were younger, and you had an old soul. That means you're an old ass soul. Like, you was that little kid that knew everything. Like, get your little mean ass out of here. I had Capricorn in the 4th house with Mars. Mars is in Capricorn in my 4th house. And I would have slapped everybody in my house. My daddy is 5'1", and I would have Shawn Michaels Sweet Chin music his little ass. And with Scorpio in the 4th house, like, with Scorpio in the 4th house, like, you got some deep ties to your family. Like, you don't have to say it because a lot of shit goes unspoken. But you'll die for your peoples. You'll die for your peoples. And y'all been through some tough shit together. And with Scorpio, I don't care what's on your 10th house, I don't care what's in your first house, with Scorpio in the 4th house, deep down, you have a darkness inside of you that you don't know how to deal with sometimes. And then with, hold up, Mercury and Capricorn in the 6th house, like your brain is very structured. And you're you're a very serious communicator. You got kind of an attitude, but you also stick straight to the facts. You're consistent, and your brain it breaks shit down just like that. When you see somebody, you're able to assess shit just like that. You know what the fuck's wrong with them. Boom. Saturn and Leo in the 7th. We're 4th house, Moon and Mars in Gemini. With the 4th house, Moon and Mars in Gemini, like, you're very smart, but you like to argue a lot. Like, you always want to argue with somebody. Like, you always want to argue, and it ain't nothing you love more than telling somebody they wrong. Sherry White, my daddy's 5'1". My mama was 6 foot though. And my daddy's little black country ass, he's loud, he's a Gemini sun with a Capricorn moon. And he's a handful. Just one handful. Leo, Sun, and Mars with a Scorpio moon. I cannot see that. North Node in Cancer in the 9th house. My sun is in Cancer in the 9th house. You need to get like me. I'm just saying, man. But for real though, that is my placement. That just speaks of, man, being there for your family, and but also, you know, that speaks of the world being your home. That means expanding your horizon and making the world your home. Capricorn in the 10th house. You like to run shit. You bossy. And you try to act like you ain't, but you competing with everybody. Because you have what they call a superiority complex. But Capricorn rules the 10th house. Like you where you supposed to be. You are a boss. All bullshit aside, like you are a boss. Goddess. I'm gonna be like, no. I can't. SoundCloud, this I do, man. See, that's the thing. I got to. And it's perfectly legal from where I'm sitting. And as I was just saying, my kids is about to be home in within 10-15 minutes. So I'm trying to be right. I don't want to help nobody with no homework. I'm not trying to help nobody with no homework. You don't understand. These little dudes, these is heathens. But these are all boys. They're not going to do their homework anyway. They're going to all hide their homework, act like they don't have homework, come home, fight with each other, eat me out of house and home, and then treat me like I don't exist. We got 2 Gemini moons and a Virgo moon coming. A Leo and a Libra with Gemini moons, and then an Aquarius with a Virgo moon. They out of there. I'm not that lit. I'm still like, I'm borderline sober. Nah. Not yet. Finna be. I keep them twisted up though. That's that Pisces moon. That Jupiter in Pisces. I'm gonna get it as high as possible. I mean, that's what I'm supposed to do. But I'm still functioning now. Hold on. So we had a question? Oh, wait. Aquarius, Uranus in the second house. Yeah, we know Uncle Fernando. We know Uncle Fernando. We know Uncle Fernando. Come on, y'all. Don't do me like that. Shout out to Uncle Fernando, by the way, because he's a big inspiration to what I do. But we're going to leave Uncle Fernando on Uncle Fernando's channel. Oh, my bad. Sun, moon, and rising in Leo. You like to show your ass. You like to show off. But you also have the biggest heart of anybody that's ever been made. Like, and your loyalty is unheralded. Damn, bless one. Scorpio in the 12. Scorpio in the 12. Listen to what this song is saying. Hold up. This beat I made. This is my beat. It's on my channel if y'all want to go download it, by the way. The Darkness. Now this is one I made. That's for Scorpio in the 12. Don't allow yourself to be engulfed by the darkness. never allow yourself to be engulfed by the darkness, because you are the darkness with Scorpio in the 12th, but your own darkness could be your undoing. You got to find a way to pull yourself out of there. Scorpio rising with Mars in the first, you're extremely passionate. But that temper of yours is going to get you into trouble if you allow it to. If you can channel that passion into something that is, you know, an outlet or something that is productive, then it's awesome. But if not, you're going to run rampant over everybody, including yourself. Sun in Leo, rising in Scorpio, Ayana. That sun in the 10th house. You're magnetic. You're bossy. You're about something. You're powerful. You have no excuse not to be the master of your own world. Just don't let those Scorpio rising experiences hold you back from letting yourself shine the way that you should with your sun in the 10th house. If y'all ain't hit the like button, hit the like button down for me. No, that's a sample. That's not me in the background singing on that beat. That's a sample. It's a Lofi sample. Mars in Scorpio in the 10th house and Capricorn rising. When I see that, that to me speaks of that Mamba mentality. That speaks of that laser focus. That speaks of that intensity and that will to do anything that you want to do. And with that being the Capricorn rising, like, all you got to do is do it. All you got to do is put one foot in front of the other, and your natural momentum will carry you forward. With Uranus in the 2nd house in Aquarius, like, Uranus is at home in Aquarius. Like, you are brilliant. You are enlightening. And all you got to do is, you know, be open to getting, to different, now with Uranus in the 2nd house, all types of things could happen to you financially. Like, that could speak of rags to riches or riches to rags, all kinds of stuff. But, like, you can see some humongous gains as long as you're open to it. And with Uranus in the 2nd house in Aquarius, I say cryptocurrency is something you should definitely be involved in. Big time. That's right. Innovative ways to make money. We only got about 10 more minutes. Is y'all here? And I got to log off. I got fathering to do. Uranus and Scorpio in the 8th house. Like, you're always going through some unexpected stuff that's bringing about humongous, deep internal changes inside of you. Like, you're never the same person that you were before. And you're extremely powerful. And nobody can lie to you. Nobody. You see through all the bullshit. But you got to be careful that, you know, you don't become too cold because you see all the bullshit with Uranus there. And you're going to have all kinds of stuff happen to you in life. And does that mean, some people are going to say that Uranus and Scorpio in the 8th might mean an unexpected death. We all have unexpected deaths, to be honest with you. It does not mean that anything that happened to you when you're young. It just means you're going to have life-altering experiences that come out of nowhere. And how you transmute that energy says everything. Hold on, Chiron. All right, we good. I thought I needed to spray. All right, bro. Chiron in the first house, squaring your sun and your moon. Like, you just need, if you believe in yourself, that's everything. Like, something has happened to where you don't necessarily believe in yourself. So with Chiron in the first house. So finding yourself some self-confidence will be the key to accessing the energy of both your sun and your moon. Y'all hit the like button if you ain't did that thing for me yet, though, before y'all go, though. We got 10 more minutes. Pisces moon with a Scorpio Mars. You need to be using that creativity. You need to be using that spirituality, along with that laser will and focus and that depth, that magnetism, to really be doing something humongous, because you have the power to touch people in so many ways with that deep emotion. Like, you know how to touch people where they feel. So it's your spiritual obligation to do so. Moon opposite to Neptune. My pleasure, Moon Child. Moon opposite to Neptune. With Moon opposite to Neptune, like, man, you're okay with you. You're very comfortable. You know who you are, but the people that you're involving yourself in relationship with have you confused. Stop doing that to yourself. And, like, don't get involved with people that are involved, that are doing drugs. You know, you're drawn to spiritual people. You love that. You love creative people. But a lot of those people come with extra baggage that ain't necessarily great for you. And you think the best of everybody, but sometimes people don't deserve for you to think the best of them. Part of fortune in Aries. All you got to do is believe in yourself. All you got to do is take charge, and you have blessings coming to you. That's all you got to do. All you got to do is take no for an answer. All you got to do is do it. All you got to have to do is do whatever the fuck you want fearlessly, and you got it. It's already yours. Glam Diva, you real late. We're about 5 minutes out. Juno in Aquarius in the 12 towers. Juno in Aquarius in the 12 towers. I mean, your luck. With Juno, man, your luck. I don't know if Juno means different things for a male or a female. Hey, Mr. Nobody, if somebody has mostly trines in their chart, they're a very positive person. I have mostly trines in my chart. When you have a lot of trines in your chart, like, you look at even, bad things that happen in your life as opportunities to grow. Like, don't nothing get you down. And that's gonna, a lot of the times, a lot of these things that happen to you, it seems like luck to other people, but it's not luck, it's just your positivity. It's just because you believe that the best would turn out in that situation, so it did. That's what happens when you have a lot of trines. Now, back to Juno in Aquarius in the 12th house. With Juno, I don't know. I'd have to see what's aspected and looking at. I don't want to tell you anything wrong, to be honest with you. And sometimes the most intelligent thing somebody can tell you is they don't know. And I know a lot about Juno, but I like to look at the chart with Juno, look at the aspects and see what's going on with it. T ready. You look at the 10th house for career. Look at the 6th house for job. Look at the 2nd house for what you have. Look at the 11th house for what you make. Jahir, we got 3 minutes. You good. With Lilith in Gemini conjunct Jupiter in the 8th, you real nasty. And you know how to get anything from anybody. And you don't have to manipulate them. You don't have to do anything. You know how to use that mouthpiece to make people insist that you have it. Oh, you're a master in the art of finesse. Part of fortune in Taurus in the 11th house. You're going to get rich. You know how to make money on top of money, 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 on top of money. Lilith in Sagittarius in the 11th house. Like, you don't know how to sit your ass down somewhere. You're always looking for the next best thing. When the truth is, everything you needed was right in front of your face. Uranus in Sagittarius on the cusp of the 7th and the 8th. Whew. Y'all asking a lot quick. I'm almost done. I'm gonna do 2 more and then I'm out, y'all. I got 2 minutes. And I'm at 2 hours. Yes, Vesta's important. Let me see you. Lilith in Gemini in the 11th house. You need to make sure you're being honest with people. You need to make sure you're being honest with people. You need to make sure you're being honest with people. That's what my job is to do, Taya. This is what I do for a living, you know. This is how I make my bones in life. I recharge for a living. I'm a professional astrologer. I've been doing this for years upon years upon years. And it's my pleasure to do this, man. With Leo in the 11th house. With Leo in the 11th house, like, your friends are everything, but you also are the leader of your friends with Leo in the 11th house. For real. You are the master of your network with that one. Sun conjunct Venus, you're absolutely beautiful, probably. And like, you're probably a really cute kid. And as long as you make sure that you stay positive inside and stay aligned with the right things, you probably be a really beautiful person, period. Hey, y'all. We done, though. My baby's finna walk in the door. Is y'all here? You got to catch me next time. I'm going to be back tomorrow live, but I ain't going to be answering questions. I might tell a story. We're going to vibe tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm gonna teach y'all something tomorrow. We might talk about all kinds of stuff. All right, but I will be back tomorrow. All right, and then Wednesday we talking about relationships. We talking about sex. It's hump day. We talking about insecurity, infidelity. We're gonna talk about all that. So we're gonna go all the way in on Wednesday. All right, tomorrow. Just be ready to smile. I thank everybody for everything. I love y'all, man. For real. Don't make me cry. Where's up, boy? You good?